Welcome back everyone. Let's do another tutorial on FEMAP Nastran. We're gonna try to recreate this geometry right here. It's an I-beam and we're gonna apply a bunch of stuff to it. This is a very beginner video. If you're more advanced, check out our other more advanced videos, tutorials. This one is for beginners. We're gonna learn to create some geometry. We're gonna apply very basic constraints and loads throughout the surface edges and all kinds of things like that. All right, let's get started. Okay, first up I'm gonna open a new file. There it is. We have our work plane, but of course, as always, when it opens up we can't see it. If you don't want it, you don't have to make it visible. You can work on it just as is, but I always like to see it. So right click, go to work plane, turn it on, and also we can select some other options to it. We can have a uniform grid. I'm gonna change the spacing of the grid from 0.1 to 0.5. We can have some dots or lines. I'm gonna go with dots. Let's see what else I'm gonna change the size of it. Yeah, I'm gonna change the size, go from 0 to, what is it, let's do 10. There you go. I'm gonna take off the adjust to the size, adjust the surfaces. Yeah, let's leave it like that. Let's see how it looks. Yep, I like it. Alright, let's go with this one. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and change my plane, my work plane. Right now I'm in the XY plane and I want to change it to the ZY plane. So we're gonna right click, work plane, we're gonna go right here, global plane, and I want it ZY plane, so ZY plane right here. We can click preview, there you go, that's what we want. Click OK, and we changed our work plane to our ZY plane. Very good. Alright, let's begin drawing. Top, right, there you go. That's good. Let's rotate it the right side up. Good. Let's start drawing our geometry. Let's go to geometry, curve, line. We're gonna pick this line, coordinates. So I'm gonna change the method to locate in the work plane. I'm gonna do a right click and snap to grid, make sure this option is on, and then we can go and select our first point, which is gonna be the origin. Click OK. My second point is gonna be right here at 10. Click OK, and it will show you the line right there. This is our first line. Let's do a second line. We're gonna go, where's the middle? Let's see, right here. Click OK, and we're gonna make it something like, let's see, how tall should we make it? 5. Let's make it something like this. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, that was my only two line that I need. So click cancel. So why did I draw this one? Let's take a look at our shape that we're trying to imitate. It's an I-beam, right? So what I'm doing is I'm drawing this line and this line, but I'm drawing only half of it, all the way till here. And then I'm just gonna use extrude options and mirror options to finish the geometry. Okay, let's go back to our work plane. Here it is. Let's turn off the grid, make it invisible. There you go. I'm gonna keep the border on, so I don't know, looks good. Okay, so let's extrude it. This is just my edges, my outline, and I want to extrude it and turn it into a surface. Therefore, geometry, surface, and surface by extrusion right here. Okay, there you go. Now it's asking me what lines do I want to extrude? Select both of them, highlight it if you want to make sure that you selected the correct ones, click OK, and now it's gonna ask you what direction you want to extrude it. Okay, if you want to define it by a vector, like I want it to go, I don't know, across the domain like that, then you can put the base of your vector and the tip of your vector, and it's gonna respect those. But for us, it is, we want to extrude it exactly along the x-axis, right? So let's go to methods, and there's several options here. We're gonna pick global axis. There you go. Here we have some options, and we can pick which axis we want. X-axis, Y, Z. We have it already selected for X. That's what we want. And key question, how long do we want it? So let's see, I want it to, no, I want it, what was across was 10. So let's make it 20. Let's see how it looks. Okay, boom, there you go, gorgeous, I love it. So there you go, our first extrusion. But this was half the length of what we're gonna be modeling, because now we're gonna practice mirror options. So cancel that one out. Okay, so let's go to geometry, and right here at the bottom, reflect. We're gonna reflect surface. What surface do we want to reflect? We have only two surfaces, so you can select them one by one, or we have this button here, select all, selected both of them. You can highlight to make sure that whatever you want is selected. There you go, it's confirmed. Click on OK. On this one we can leave everything as is, no need to get involved. Here is where we do need to get involved. So at first you can enter the plane of reflection by hand, if that's what you have given or that's what you know. If not, there's other options. Go to methods, there you go. We can pick several other options. I'm gonna pick points, and this will allow me to come and pick points on my geometry based on what it's gonna, I'm gonna define a plane through which we're gonna do the reflection. So I'm gonna pick this corner, and this corner. There you go. Click the preview. It'll show you how it's gonna execute the reflection. Click OK, and bam, there you have it. Okay, let's use the reflect option yet again, because this is only the bottom half of our I-beam, right? Okay, geometry, reflect, surface. Now I want to reflect all the surfaces. So again, select all, highlight it, make sure you confirm you have the ones that you want. This window stays as is. Now, in the previous reflection, we were lucky because we had 3 non-aligned points to define our reflection plane by. Here we have 3 collinear points that is not satisfactory to define a plane. So instead of points having this option defined, selected, we're gonna do global plane, and that's gonna help us because if we take a look, the reflection plane that we want to work with is parallel with the bottom, right? And that one's parallel with the XY plane, the global XY plane. So we selected the global plane method because of this. And here we see our options. So select the XY plane and right click, make sure snap to point is selected, and we also need to select the point at which this plane will be. See, automatically define 0, 0, 0. We need to select one of these points, this or this, but we have an error. Oh, okay, so it says I cannot just click wherever because it doesn't know what to do with that. It wants me to click into the field and then find a point that it can take the coordinates for. So I'm going to take either of these three. Let's pick this one. There you go. And we can preview it and click OK. And here we go. We have our full I-beam geometry created. Very good. Let's go ahead and create our two circles in the middle, which we're gonna cut so we can have two holes. So I'm gonna make a mistake here, and let's see if you know what is happening. Why I'm not achieving what I want. So I want a hole right here, right? So I'm drawing a circle. Let's see, I'm gonna put, where is midpoint? Midpoint, there you go. So I'm gonna pick this one or this one. I want it right here in the middle of this line, right? Okay, it wants to define how big I want it. I'm gonna put 5 or 5. How big is this? Let's put 2. Okay, and okay, and bam, what happened? What did we not do? We should reorientate our work plane. See, we forgot it at the place where we were working. That's not good. We don't want to draw there anymore. We want to draw here now. So Control Z, so we get rid of that. Go to work plane. We're gonna reorientate our work plane. So this time we're not gonna select a plane, a global plane. We're gonna select a plane on our geometry. We want to draw right here. So go on surface, asking what surface am I interested in. Right here, there it is. Then where to put origin. I'm gonna put the origin right here. Give me another axis point, which way to orientate. There you go. You can see a preview. Okay, there you go. Alright, now we are in the correct location. Okay, let's draw our circles and cut our holes. So geometry, where are we? Curve, circle, center, and a method. I'm gonna make sure this one's picked, the midpoint, because I want to make sure that right here I can put this midpoint right here. Okay, he's asking what kind of size do I want. Let's put I don't know, maybe 3. Okay, here's my circle. Very good. It's asking if I want another one. Yeah, sure, let's do the other one too. I want the midpoint of this one. Okay, I'm gonna leave the same diameter or radius, or you can change it. Do we need another circle? No. So we can close this window, and here it is. Here's our two circles, but they are not cut yet. Let's turn on our numbering, our identification. Go to label, turn everything off. I just want geometry and surfaces on, because this will display the identification number of each surface. And once we cut it, we'll see that the circles will have a different number from these rectangles around them. That will confirm us that they became two separate entities. To cut the circles out and make our holes, we're gonna go to geometry, solid, and we're gonna do a slice. So slice, and I'm gonna use a method with curve. The circle that we drew, that's gonna be my curve. Okay, select solid to slice. I want to slice this solid and this solid. Click OK, and I want to slice with the circle that I drew earlier, right? Highlight it if you're not sure that you selected it, and click OK. There is asking which direction do I want to slice in. Automatically it selected X, which would be in this direction. That is not correct. That's not going to help us. I need it in the Y direction, right? Yeah, there you go. So we need to slice in the Y direction. Good. If, for example, none of these would align with your direction of slicing that you need to do, you can enter it in manually. Preview. Do we have a preview? I guess not. A preview. Oh yeah, there you go. It's just hiding right there somewhere. Where is it? There you go. In that direction. It's there, hidden. Click OK, and now you can see that we have new identification numbers displayed for this half of the circle and that half of the circle. Good. Now let's do the same here. Geometry, solid, slice with a curve. Click OK. Select the two surfaces I want to slice. Okay, I want to slice with the circle. Okay, again I want to go in the, what do you say, in the Y. We want to go in the Y axis direction, the slicing direction. Okay, and again confirm that we have separate identification numbers. Now we can go ahead, delete geometry surface. Let's select the surfaces that we want to get rid of, this and this, all four at the same time. Click OK and OK, and there you have it. We have our nice holes in our I-beam. Very good. Alright, I think we're gonna conclude this video right here. I don't want this to get too long. It's already probably 15 minutes long. So there you have it, geometry done, and in the next video we're gonna apply the pressure on top and edge and point forces and the constraints around the geometry. Make sure you go and check it out.